All right, so I'll just take a look at the action today on the ES. So over here, you had this attempted rally over here, and then it went sideways, and then there was a breakout right there. So let's get rid of. All right, there was a breakout. You see the volume and all of that, increasing volume and so on and so forth. All right. So again, this initiated the reversal, went up, base, break. However, the market after it got up here, it went all the way back, and instead of holding, of course, it's going to take out the lows, and then it continued higher. So this breakout here, its support level didn't hold, and price went all the way back here. I thought it might even go back here, but it stopped right there, and buyers decided to enter. So they started to enter, and this was their, see this biggest volume in 11 bars, and that took out the high, the prior high here. So that volume was a break of this level, and then it just went sideways after that. So this is the break. Meaning, when the market rally and then pull back, that reversal typically has high volume. So this is the reversal. The biggest volume in 11 bars, and after that it just kept holding and then broke out higher. You see the volume come in here on 36, here on the 31, here on the 25. Now I don't really know how much higher it's going to go, but there's a supply zone right above it. So we'll see how it reacts. This supply brick is trouble. So we'll see how it reacts, but I think as soon as it gets in here, we'll know. So maybe tomorrow, it'll distribute. But right now, it's trending up into it. So we'll see how it, how it reacts when it gets above 44.50 and into this area. The other thing to note is now, this at the left-hand side, it looked like bear flag. But now that it's going sideways, it was able to rally so vigorously and hold and break. This is a lot of, see this area right here? That's enough volume for a pretty big substantial move, maybe even to go to or break out above the high. I'm not sure if it's all accumulation, but that's enough juice here to take out the high. I'm not saying it's going to take out the high, because I think there's sellers within this area, right? See where they're at. Oh, okay. Maybe around that area. So we'll see. The tapering chart will show they'll start coming in and then base and then break and all that. All right, let's take a look at the overall markets. So today's range was really shitty on the ES or the SPY. The bond market is continuing to break, rallying down. We'll set up the reversal and probably come back up here for a test. You can see increasing volume here, but not not the one afterwards. So we'll see. There's a lot of resistance over here in the bond market. The euro seems to have reversed to the upside, breaking the consolidation area. You have a clear reversal here. Surprisingly, it wasn't on that much increase in volume. But not surprisingly, it was from a spring of this low. Spring, boom. All right. Let's take a look at gold. Down rally, pull back one, pull back two. I'll look at its details a little bit later. And Bitcoin getting ready to reverse higher as well. It's pretty. Took out the high, closed above the high of the prior day. And crude pulling back some. Alright, crude interests me because if I'm right, this here, see this wick and then all of this juice, you know, there's definitely a range and there's a lot of volume buildup here. Same thing with Bitcoin. There's enough volume and build up for someone to say it's possible reaccumulation to go higher. And that's about it. So let's take a look at those individual markets. All right. Crude weekly looks nasty. Crude daily looks like it's in a range. Green, 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 one red. Green, 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 one red. 3 days up, hold. 3 days up, hold. Alright, I see it. Here, it might be ready to pull back some because they are. There's a lot of volume here. And it's 61 print. We have a breakout area here. Maybe it's going to come back and test this breakout. This is usually what happens. Test the break here. Before that, it rallied, pulled back, rally, test, rally, retest, spring, rally, test, spring, rally, pull, spring position right there, but might do one block lower right into the breakout. So we'll see if it comes back into this 95 area. Today's action is, was a little choppy. So you see this pullback, and it basically took out the low. I know a lot of traders, as soon as this thing was taking out the high, right? As soon as it took out the high, they would want to get in on the pullback. But it took out all the lows. So if they just had the buy order and a stop, they all got stopped out. So, and this wave is the biggest wave in 49 waves. So that's not a good sign. Probably wants to go a little lower. It's up here. Don't see any major supply. I see some ready to pull back action here. Alright, let's take a look at gold. So they had a supply area. This was the last climax up here. See that? Right here, 82. Then that was the last climax. Now I don't know what this is, but it tested where it's supposed to test and reacted from there. Can't really tell, but this was the last base. This was a counter trend move where base out here, broke, base down, broke, like range bound behavior, set up the retest, to take out the high or test the high. That was the last change of behavior from the supply area, went into the oversold condition where it was bought. So I mean, I don't really see anything special. Since it's testing and it took out the prior low, it might be in a spring position to go higher. Here you see it, right? This was a low, made the high, couldn't find liquidity, took out the low, found liquidity, reversed off of this base. So that should be enough to take out the high in an uptrend. So what is this? All right, that's all, folks. Take care. Bye.